Good morning, everybody. It's Stephanie Luares from Heart and Soul Fitness and Wellness. And I have alluded to it, I've talked about it a little bit before, but I wanted to come on this morning and explain a little bit more in detail about my all inclusive coaching program for people with chronic conditions, chronic illnesses, and what does that include? Also, let you know I've got 2 spots for new chronic illness clients starting in December. So if that's something that, as you listen to this, sounds interesting, I'm going to put the link in the comments to schedule with me, and let's talk about it some more. So we know that chronic conditions, chronic illnesses affect every area of life. And when I talk about chronic conditions, chronic illness, I am talking about anything that keeps you from living the life you want to live, from functioning how you want to function every day. That could be across the spectrum of managing particular health outcomes such as diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all the way to the other end of the gamut with MS, fibromyalgia, thyroid conditions, things that really involve a lot of medical intervention on top of lifestyle interventions. In the middle, things like arthritis and those other things in daily life that keep us from the life we want to have. So, what is included? You get all access to everything, to movement. This is movement tailored to you. So wherever you are physically right now, that's where we start and move forward from. We are nutrition based. This is not, I'm handing you a meal plan, I'm handing you a diet plan, and these are the things that you eat. Again, we start with where you're at, what foods are you consuming now, and we build on that to be more productive in serving you best. I'm not about subtraction and restriction because we know that is the end of all diets is that food restriction. So you've got your movement, you've got your nutrition. We look at mental and emotional health. Again, anything out of my lane that does require a referral to mental health care, that's what happens. But there's a lot that we can talk about in managing your stress, managing your sleep, how to sleep better, and also looking at different ways to help your body actually deal with stress better. Looking at, where in your day are you spiking your stress hormones? And what can we do to help calm your nervous system? Whether it is anything in my toolbox, yoga, meditation, or even some different interventions that we can talk about. So we've got movement, we've got nutrition, we've got emotional health. The next thing is that self-advocacy piece, because anytime you are dealing with any type of chronic illness, chronic condition, sometimes it feels like you're overwhelmed with information or underwhelmed with the information that you're receiving from a medical provider or many medical providers. So we're going to talk about what managing your condition looks like with your medical care team, however many people that is, or at least getting you set up with a physician if you are not even getting that baseline care right now. And in addition to looking at the care team as a whole, we're going to talk about the different ways to cut your medical costs. Healthcare ain't cheap, my friends. I know it firsthand. And there's a lot of ways that inside and outside of the insurance sphere that we can cut some of your costs, that you might be paying a little bit too much for things, not enough for others. Um, Maybe you do in this open enrollment period need to look at a better plan. Well, there are some people that I can have you sit down with that are going to help you be able to look at what might be a better fit in terms of benefits. So after that healthcare team lowering costs, we also look at, again, day-to-day life, not from that lens of movement or nutrition or our emotional health, but what are the symptoms that you experience? And because every one of us experience different symptoms in different ways, depending on our condition, they're going to be managed differently in day-to-day life. So we're going to be talking about those non-medical management systems for looking at your symptoms each and every day to feel better. And because altogether, all of this piled into one, it leads to better management over time. You begin to feel better. You feel in control of your health and moving it to the place that you want it to be. Maybe it's just maintaining the place that you want to be. And I am here not only as that resource in all these different areas, but to provide you the care in the very specific areas that I am trained. And it would be my privilege to walk alongside you in this. I've been beta testing this program over the last about 6 months with a couple different, or more than a couple each month of people that have chronic conditions, really ready to dive in head first and get some control over this. So if this sounds good, if it sounds interesting, let's find some time to talk. I will put my link in the chat. This is something that's available in person and virtually. So you don't have to be here local, or if you are local, it doesn't have to require travel. Again, virtual or I am mobile, I can come to you. So drop questions in the comments, reach out to me directly. And remember, there's only 2 spots available that are open for December. So I hope to talk to you soon.